Welcome to Mo to Write, the official Writing at Moravian podcast. Thanks for tuning in to Mo to Write. I'm your host, Lola Offenback, and today I'm here with AJ Minnich and Logan Palau.
Hi.
So we are all writing consultants. AJ is our lead student assistant, and so as part of trying to foster connection in the writing center between our consultants and our fellows, we've been hosting different social events, and specifically we've been hosting a few movie nights in the writing center recently. So last semester in the fall we did a movie night where we watched Twilight and Twilight New Moon, and then what was it, last week, 2 weeks ago now?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago we watched Eclipse. So we figured it'd be fun to come on here and just talk a little bit about Twilight, the saga, and just yap about it a little bit. So I know AJ, it was the first time you saw Twilight, right, in the writing center, or had we watched it before that?
We watched it before that.
Okay, when did we watch it?
We watched it back in October.
Okay, yeah.
And then early November we went to see the first one and Eclipse.
Okay. And then when did you first see Twilight?
I first saw Twilight when I was probably 11 or 12.
Okay.
Honestly, and then I never finished this the series. I got I think to New Moon. I don't know if I ever saw Eclipse. Eclipse was the first time I saw it when we watched in the writing center.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's been a refresher for me.
Yeah. Is it still recording if I do that?
I think so.
Hopefully. It was when I was doing it last week.
It turned off?
No,
and you
I don't
just
think
kept
so.
talking?
It keeps going. Okay.
How do I keep it on?
Wait.
I don't know if you can.
You can have the screen. No, I forget what setting it would be.
Okay.
You wanna do it?
No, we're already recording, so whatever. Okay.
Okay.
I am a big twihard. I first watched the movies when I was 6 years old.
6?
Yes, I was 6. So, speaking of Eclipse, I woke up at 3 in the morning, and I went out to my living room, and my mom had the TV on, and I sat on the couch, and she was doing dishes in the kitchen, it connected to the living room, so she didn't see me because the water was running, whatever, and I sat down, and I watched Victoria get her head sliced off by Edward, and it was all ice, and I was like, oh my god, that's sick! And my mom was like, what are you doing up? Go back to bed. And I was like, but I gotta finish this movie. What do you mean? So she let me finish the movie, and I said, Ma, I need to watch the rest of these. So she was like, whatever, go to bed. And turns out I woke up and I was like, we're watching the movies. So she let me, and at least I know I watched the first two. I don't know if the other two were out by the time I watched them. So I know I at least watched the first 3 at that point. And it's been history ever since. I read the books in 5th grade, because my mom, she couldn't remember if there was explicit content in the last one in Breaking Dawn, so she kept pushing off letting me read the books. So finally in 5th grade I read it, and I have posters, I have the Stephanie Meyer's guide, I have 2 copies of all the books, I have Midnight Sun, I have Life and Death, I have magazines, I have a tapestry, I'm a little cuckoo, to say the least. But what were your guys' first impressions watching the first movie? Do you guys remember?
When I was little, I saw bits and pieces of it because my parents really liked those movies, and I always thought, this is cringe, I'm not watching this. So I kind of always wrote off Twilight, and I still do, but I think it's a lot more enjoyable now that I'm an adult and can laugh at it more.
Yeah.
So when I was a kid, I was always just nah, this is cringe, I'm not watching this. So my Team Edward and Team Jacob was with Captain America and Iron Man instead of Twilight.
Of course.
Yeah. But then watching the movies out of order was probably the funniest experience of all time. Watching New Moon and then the first one and then Eclipse.
Oh yeah, wait, why did we watch the second one first?
I don't know, you decided on that.
Oh, I think I was just in the mood. The second one's my favorite. I think I was just in the mood for that one, and I was like, if you're watching it, we're watching this one.
I think it was also because we already made plans to go see it at the drive-in, and we planned to see the first one and the third one on that night.
Oh, that's why.
So that's why we watched the second one.
Yes. Okay, I remember now. Yes, so we watched the second one so he'd have the context in between. Because the night, they had, like, the first two, which this is still confusing to me. We went to Shankweiler's drive-in theater to see it. Like, why would you watch the first one and the third one?
Yeah, that's strange.
The first night they had movies 1 and 2, and then the second night they had, like,
1 and 3.
3 and 4 or something, and then they had, like, 1 and 3. Like, I don't know. That was confusing to me. Like, show 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 5.
Yeah.
Like, what? Oh, my God. When we went, though, we took a picture with a cardboard cutout of Tracksuit Rob.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm finding that picture. You keep talking about your thoughts.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just going to open up a question for you, Logan, at least right now. Team Edward or Team Jacob? Mm-hmm. There is a correct answer here.
I know that there is.
Just like there is for Captain America and Iron Man.
Okay, growing up, I was Team Edward. And, like...
Growing up. That implies a different answer now.
But here's the thing. And I still believe that I am.
Okay.
I still am Team Edward. But I will say, like, there was a teetering at some point in my youth of, like, a Jacob. Just because Edward was pissing me off. I was like, why are you running away from Bella? Like, she loves you. Just stay with her.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely am Team Edward. Yeah.
Okay.
Even though he pisses me off sometimes.
I am also Team Edward. I listened to this entire podcast. It's called Unbitten. They, like, debriefed the entire series and, like, chapter by chapter. And, oh, my God, like, Jacob does not respect her boundaries. Like, I used to be Team Jacob growing up just because I thought he was sexy.
Fair.
And, like, Twilight New Moon's my favorite movie just because I love the vibe of, like, the wolves. Like, I love their aesthetic. Like, I love the beach. In no way do I say this trying to appropriate Native American culture. Please, I promise. But I just liked the vibe more than, like, the Cullens. Like, they're too posh. They're too, like, in their, like, little shiny mansion. Too demure, yeah. They're too mindful, too demure.
They're very rigid.
Yes, exactly. Like,
it's a
let
cold
loose,
house.
have some fun, like, be a wolf.
Be a wolf.
Actually, did you know that they're technically not werewolves? They're shapeshifters.
I caught that when they said that in the last movie.
What?
Yeah, so their shapeshifting manifests as a wolf form.
But I find that so funny because...
Actually, they're not werewolves. They actually shapeshift into wolves.
But they only shapeshift into wolves. They're shapeshifters, but they only shapeshift into wolves.
Exactly, yeah.
That makes no sense.
Thanks, Stephanie Meyer, for that.
Thank you.
But, like, honestly, there's so much lore to these movies, it's not even funny. Like, and it's so stupid. Like, AJ and I sat there laughing our asses off at the drive-in theater. Like, it was so funny.
Like, the wolves handcuff fucking pants to their legs. Sorry for the
Okay,
language.
so that wasn't in the movies, but...
I was like, I missed that part. I missed that scene.
This is how into, like, the lore I am. So, in the books, like, they don't wear shirts because every time they change into a wolf,
it just
like, their clothing rips. But what they do, like, you know how they're... Like, how many pairs of jorts are you buying?
That's so fair.
Exactly. So what they do in the book... they go into the woods and they strip down naked and they, like, use, like, a string or something to tie their jorts to their ankle. So when they shift into a werewolf, like, there's just a pair of jorts, like, stuck to their ankle.
I'm dead.
I think they should have kept that in the movie.
That would have
been so funny.
That would have made the vibe, like, even better.
I know. And then, like, Bella's just standing there wondering, like, is he, like, naked 10 feet away from me?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
That's crazy.
Right?
But I feel like that, like, yeah, now you have clothes when you when you shapeshift back.
Like, there's so much lore, and it's so, like, she did not think this world building through. She did not at all. It's so bad. But, like...
No, she definitely did. Trust. You just don't understand the artistic mastery of this series.
Of Stephanie Meyer's.
Just like Harry Potter.
Well, then, like, I know we're not getting into Breaking Dawn since you two haven't finished those movies, but... Like, there's so much lore with, like, the very end, for those of you who do know, like, the very end of Breaking Dawn Part 2, like, is not accurate to, like, the plot, like, the actual world building that she has set up. Like, it goes against her entire world building process.
Do the books and the film, like, end the same way?
Oh, God, I can't even remember. I've read them so long. Like, I hate Breaking Dawn so much that I haven't read it since 5th grade.
Why do you hate it? You can do it without spoilers.
Yes, it's funny, but, like, it doesn't have the same vibe. It gives more Cullen's, like, pristine, like, very clean. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I
like,
got you.
The first movie was meant to be, like, this little indie film, like, this underground indie film. And so there's just something about it that's, like, so, like, with the stupid blue filter and everything, that's so, like, endearing in a way. Like, it's so stupid. But, like,
It's so
stupid. It's so stupid that you have to sit there and laugh at it. Like, there's no other way to watch Twilight. But on the same hand, like, there's something endearing about that. And then they had a new director for each movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, so that, like, each movie has a different vibe. And, like, I don't know, the last two kind of just, like, lost the same vibe as the first three did. Like, to me, it's a trilogy, honestly. Like, I only watch those 3 movies and then I stop.
Yeah, Breaking Dawn, from what I've watched, feels odd. Like, I think I was commenting on it when we were watching it, but, like, I was, like, I don't know, thrown off by the vibe. Like, it kind of just feels like a really big departure from the rest of the series.
It does.
Both in terms of tone, visual aesthetic, vibe, and also just, like, basic character writing. Like, as much as I dislike Jacob, he gets fucking, like, he gets done dirty during those movies.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, like, he's a creep, but he's not that much of a creep in the other movies. And then he turns into, like, Mr. Pedophile.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jacob's, like, not my favorite in the, what was the one that we just watched?
Eclipse.
Yeah, Eclipse, I do not like
Such a low
Jacob.
freaking wiener dog.
He starts to lose it in Eclipse. Like, it's manageable in Eclipse. And then Breaking Dawn happens. And it's just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to spoil it for you at all. But, like,
no, yeah.
there's just so much stuff that he does that's, like, really messed up, actually.
Because
like,
when I said, like, I was Edward when I was a kid, like, and I said, like, there was a period of time where I was Jacob, because also, like you, I just thought Taylor Lautner was hot. I was like, yeah I like him. But it was also, like, I don't know if it was just, like, he's her age, and, like, actually her age.
He's actually younger than her, technically.
Oh, he's younger than her.
So, I think she's, like, 17 or 18, and he's, like, 15, 16. So, not a big gap, but, yeah.
What? He's supposed to be 15 in those movies?
Yeah.
Sam Raimi's Spider-Man looking ass.
I was saying, no 15-year-old I've ever seen looks like that.
Yeah,
like,
that's
what?
crazy.
Bro looks like he's pushing 30 in those movies.
Well, they were actually going to recast him after the first movie. I don't know if you know that.
You did say that, which is wild.
They were going to get, like, some big jacked guy to show, like, his big transformation.
Jason Momoa.
You know what's really funny?
What?
Him and Robert Pattinson went through that same experience with 2 different famous franchises.
Where was he going to...
Pattinson was struggling to beef up as Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do know.
like he worked for like they had to push back filming because he couldn't beef up as Bruce Wayne.
Aww.
And they had to redo his costume, I think, a little bit too.
So what you're saying is Taylor Lautner beefed up better than Robert Pattinson?
No, I'm saying they both struggled to beef up.
I mean,
But
Taylor
also
Lautner
Robert
did it.
He got
Robert-
there.
There was no
Pattinson did
filming.
it.
There was no filming delay for Taylor. It was like you beef up or you're gone.
Yeah,
that
but
man beefed up.
In Pattinson's defense, though, COVID happened. And also Batman.
Doesn't that make it
So
easier?
I was gonna say,
Also,
so he had
Batman
more time in the
is
world.
so much cooler than Jacob, so, I mean, who really won in that situation?
Batman?
No one.
Batman.
The
Also, that
Joker.
movie is better than Jacob.
I would love to see a movie that's titled Jacob and then another one that's titled Edward, and I just want to see, like, their prequels before they meet Bella.
Isn't there a novel?
Well,
about
so
Edward.
Jacob knew.
I think I
Yes.
did hear about
okay,
that.
wait. So Jacob knew Bella from when they were like children, like 2, 3, 4 years old.
Yeah.
So
I want to see that.
there's like when they met.
I want to see when they
How
met.
does he turn into a creep?
Yeah, like when does this fixation start? I need to know.
It's like the like serial killer show.
Yeah, it's like all the prequels.
making a monster.
And then what you're talking about is Midnight Sun. So Stephanie Meyer rewrote the first book, but in Edward's perspective, and it's like, I think it's some crazy like 700, 800, 900 pages because he just thinks so much. Like he never stops thinking.
Because he doesn't sleep, right?
I mean, yeah, but also like Bella will be like, and I walked into the hallway to get lunch, and it'll be like 10 pages of him describing her getting her lunch, like, and her hand like grazed over the apple, but then she went and got a banana instead, and like, why did she get a banana? It's like so ridiculous, like his thoughts, and then he also has everyone else's thoughts in his head.
Oh yeah, because he can hear
and
people.
he's so like, he's such a thought daughter. Oh my god, that man is such a thought daughter. Like he does not stop. Like internalizing and processing and, like, analyzing everything that's ever happening, on top of the fact that he can hear everyone's head. Like, there is no rest for that man.
No.
His brain is not off.
There's a lot of unrest. He's
like, literally.
He is Batman.
But yeah, I personally haven't read Midnight Sun because I just, at a certain point...
Fake fan.
At a certain
You call
point...
yourself a Twihard?
Twihard is just crazy.
At a certain point, like, I just got tired of reading her work, like, her writing. Like, in 5th grade, it's one thing to read her writing. It's another to be, like, a junior in high school who's been, like, above her reading grade level for years, like, in an AP literature class, like, reading the classics, whatnot. Trying to go back and, like, read dumbed-down Stephanie Meyer. Like...
You tell her.
Like, I'm sorry, but, like, she just is not the best writer. Like, I like the story that she was able to build, and it's so interesting that, like, this whole world was built from, like, this one singular dream she had, and, like, so much props and respect to her. Like, I don't have a successful multi-million-dollar franchise. Like, props to her, she did her thing. She cooked. But, like, there's just, it's not, like, I'm, especially as an English major, like, I want to be reading more challenging things.
It's not, like, well-crafted. It's entertaining.
Exactly, yeah.
It's
Like, I still watch the movies because they're, like, sentimental to me in, like, oh my god, what's the word?
Nostalgic.
Yes, they're nostalgic for me because I've watched them and I was so invested in the series, like, growing up. And, like, it's, like, a comfort thing. Like, the same thing, I'm the same way with Dance Moms. Like, I watch Dance Moms in the background all the time just because, like, I know those people's voices. Like,
yeah.
I know like, I can recite the entirety of New Moon, I think. Like, if I'm following the movie, I could probably recite every single line.
And share with them what's always your number one song on your Spotify Wrapped.
Yes. So, Twilight is the best soundtrack ever. No, 8 years in a row now, I've been...
She's got a problem at this point.
My number one song on Spotify is Rosalind by Bon Iver and St. Vincent, which was written for Twilight New Moon and is on the soundtrack. And I'm consistently in Bon Iver's 0.0001% of listeners because of this one particular song. I think I stream it about 1,000 to 2,000 times every year.
I'm never gonna.
I need to listen to it.
I Burger King rap obsession.
But I listen to, like, all the soundtracks. Like, they're so good. If Twilight did nothing actually good, they did their soundtrack.
What film, while you pull that up, which one do you think had the best soundtrack?
I think New Moon. Let me skip to, like, somewhere where they're singing.
I do know that song.
Like, it's just so calm, it's so relaxing, and, like, it only plays for a small snippet in the movie, and it's in New Moon when, Edward is, like, taking her out to the woods, but it stops right before he leaves her. Like, it's him coming over and saying, like, let's go for a walk, and, like, that's in the background, and then, like, 2 scenes later, you have Bella in her chair, like, depressed, out of her mind.
But that's not the first one. That song is different. This one's...
Yeah, that's a different song when she's, like, when the camera's spinning.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But, like...
I'm so excited to see that part.
Like, it's hardly in the movie, but it's, like, such a good song.
I have a question. So since, like, you were saying how, like, it's, like, above your reading or, like, you're above the reading level of it.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, like, because I've never read the books. Is it an appropriate book for, like, a 5th grader, like, middle schooler to be, like, reading if it is written at that level?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, like, I was ahead of my reading level. Like, I was kind of looking for more, like, at that point, I was reading, like, I had read Harry Potter, like, I had read The Hunger Games, I read Divergent,
Okay, dystopian.
and so, like, it was kind of just one of those series that you read. I feel like because it's written by a Mormon, like, it's very much, like, not inappropriate in, like, a sexual content type of way.
Yeah, 50 Shades of Grey kind of ruined that idea for a lot of people.
Yeah. Like, it is written by a Mormon.
I
like,
didn't realize she was Mormon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, Bella's entire identity...
That's why no action happens for, like, 5 movies / books.
They wait till marriage to, like...
I did know that. I just didn't make a connection that might be a religious
Jacob is such a creep the whole time, too.
The big thing is, like, Edward wants to kiss her, but feels like he's going to, like, lose control of, like, smelling her, like, being that close to her. And so it, like... That's the biggest, like, sexual thing is, like, him wanting to kiss her.
Yeah.
So, I feel like I mean, at least I was at an age, like, I was taking my sex ed class, like, I knew what these things were, and so, like, it wasn't inappropriate for me, but obviously, like, each child is different.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not giving parenting advice or anything, and, like, maybe my mom shouldn't have showed me that movie when I was 6, but it was
You
an
snuck out
accident.
of your room, girl.
Yeah. I mean, what was she gonna do?
She can't keep you away.
I put my head down. Like, if I decide something, like, I'm doing it. I've been that way since I was little. So I was like, I'm watching these movies. Like, and my mom knew that about me. She was like, whatever. Like, there's nothing super, like, explicit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
like,
even in the books, like, the movie Breaking Dawn, like, during their honeymoon and everything is more explicit than the book
Books?
is. Because it's a fade to black.
Okay.
yeah.
And then it's just the next morning she wakes up.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Like we both grew up watching Marvel movies. I would argue like Iron Man is more inappropriate than Twilight is.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like you see him get blown up by a terrorist.
Yeah.
Like with his chest like bleeding out. Like I think Twilight is like, it has a reputation because of the fan base that it's like explicit, but it really is not in any possible regard.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it came out during a time of fan fiction. So people were obviously writing, like, explicit fan fiction and things like that.
Like there was so much. I
Yeah.
think that's kind of why I think of it as like this like
And 50 Shades of
sexualized
Grey.
thing. Yeah.
Gray, yeah. So, like, the source material itself is not, like, sexually explicit whatsoever. It's, like, the opposite. It's the most prudish thing you've ever read.
That's crazy. I kind
Yeah.
of want to read the book now. Just the first one. I don't know if I could get through all of them.
I mean,
know
I can
myself.
lend it to you.
Hey,
would love to.
just read the fan fiction if you want.
Oh,
They made 3 movies about that too.
no.
That's
That's crazy.
Is there anything else we want to talk about?
Can we talk about how we don't associate with people who are Team Jacob?
This is not a Team Jacob household.
I will never. If you're Team Jacob, I will not associate with you in any possible regard. I don't trust you at all.
We just need to hear reasonings.
I used to have, like, a bag that was, like, reversible, and it would be, like, Team Edward or Team Jacob.
Oh, for your whatever your mood was.
Yeah, and I would keep it, like, I don't know what I put in it because I was, like, very young, but I think I put, like, all my lip smackers in there because I collected those
Yes.
growing up. I think I had all my lip smackers, and, like, every time I would change my mind, because I would go back and forth between the two of them, like, depending, and I would, like, reverse my bag and, like, put all my lip smackers back in the other way.
I could see that. No, I would do the same
Yeah,
thing.
literally.
Respect.
I had it on Team Edward, though, for most of the time, and then, like, I changed it to Team Jacob, and then now I'd have it on Team Edward. Even though I don't think he's
Permanently.
as attractive.
Don't do my boy Rob like that.
Not Robert Pattinson and Taylor Lautner are both very attractive. I think character-wise, like, Jacob is more attractive. Like, who wants to make out with an ice rock?
Fair. Especially after he cuts his hair. Because, like,
And those sideburns in Eclipse? Can
Ugh.
we talk about that?
Those movies do Robert Pattinson kind of dirty.
like, just the wigs and the, like, special... No, I wouldn't even call it special effects, but... And I wouldn't even call
Well,
it a
the
prosthetic.
werewolf scene, do you know in Eclipse? You know when they're training, they're fighting,
Yeah.
and Bella's, like, petting?
Yeah, I've seen the
Jacob.
behind-the-scenes ones. Those are so funny. If
I'm
you
gonna
guys
insert
haven't...
a picture of that.
Good. Yes, please.
Because that is so funny. When I saw that, like, I was like, how is Kristen Stewart not losing her mind laughing right now?
I was like, she's such a good actress.
I know.
like
Like,
seriously.
Taylor Lautner is literally in front of her, like, like, what the hell?
Oh my god, it's so funny to
Like,
watch how that was made.
These movies are just hilarious. And, like, when you watch them as comedies, they hit.
Yeah, I feel like you can't really watch them as, I mean, I won't say can't, but, like, personally, I can't watch it as, like, a serious romantic film.
Yeah.
Take Twilight seriously, like genuinely seriously.
It's not gonna be good.
Like, if I have it on in the background, like, it's more of, like, an aesthetic and a vibe. Because, like, cinematically, very well produced, I would say. I mean, obviously, like, the special effects and things, but, like, the sets themselves are very pretty. Like, her bedroom set is gorgeous. Like, the beach, La Push Beach is gorgeous. Even, like, the Cullen's house is pretty.
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, the woods, like, just the aesthetic of it is gorgeous. And so, like, having it on in the background for that and, like, the movie soundtracks, too, like, add a lot to that. Like, I put that on in the background, like, while I'm studying, while I'm, like, getting ready for bed, getting ready in the morning. Like, I just have it on in the background because it's just, like, a nice vibe in that sense. But, like, if I'm sitting down and, like, actually watching it, like, I'm laughing my butt off.
Yeah, it's more enjoyable for me, I think,
Yeah.
that way, to just watch it as a comedy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, those movies are, like, I think a lot of people refuse to even engage with the movies just because they flippantly write them off as, like, crap. But honestly, like, they're fun.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, they are fun movies. They're not, like, just boring, like, romance slop. They're actually, like, really funny and really fun movies. And I will die on the hill that the first movie is actually, like, pretty okay.
Yeah. I really enjoyed
Like,
the first movie.
Like, as funny as it is and as stupid as it is a genuinely well-made movie.
Yeah, and, like, you have to take into account, like, it was an indie film with a low budget, and it had terrible source material. Like, they were doing the best with what they had at that point, and, like, for what it was, I think, like, people don't really think about that fact because it is so successful now, but, like, for what it was, I think it was amazing, like, really well produced, like, really, like, the soundtrack's incredible, like I said, like, I just think they did a really good job overall with it, honestly, like.
Yeah, because it came out in the early 2000s,
Yeah.
early, like, 2010s, and, like, it was what it needed to be for the time.
Exactly.
Like, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, it, like, didn't age well. Like, most of the things that we enjoyed, like, didn't age well.
Yeah.
Like, you can't make another Office.
I mean,
like, you
can't do Dance Moms over again, even though they're trying.
Exactly.
Like, they flop.
They did.
Well,
so it's like,
no, you can sometimes recreate the magic. I feel like Twilight picked up a lot of the slack that Harry Potter left off a little bit. Because I think Twilight ended after Harry Potter, correct?
I think so.
Or just around the same time? I don't know, but I feel like Twilight picked up a lot of the energy of Harry Potter in many ways.
I think Twilight was, like, the more mature version of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, I feel like they have very similar, like, fan bases almost. And even down to, like, the rabid fans who will like, die on the hill that those movies and books are, like, amazing. They're not. And, like, I think that's similar to how, like, Parks and Rec was for The Office.
Yeah,
where that
honestly.
that show picked up a lot of the same vibes and energy while doing its own thing. And I feel like Twilight's very similar to that with Harry Potter. Yeah. And honestly, I might get murdered for this, but I feel like Harry Potter was that to, like, Game of Thrones. Not Game of Thrones, what's it called? Lord of the Rings as well.
Well, I was going to bring up the fact that, like, I think Twilight would have been successful no matter what, but it did come out in a time where it was all these, like, magical dystopian ones. There was Lord of the Rings, there was Harry Potter, there was Twilight, there was Percy Jackson. Like, it was all
It was
that.
the time to be a fantasy fan.
It really was, and then after that ended, it went straight into dystopian with Divergent and Maze Runner and Hunger Games.
Like,
yeah, I loved the Maze Runner. Oh my god.
Like, it went from, like, fantasy, like, and, like, specifically, like, whimsical fantasy.
Yeah, magical fantasy.
And then it went to dystopia, and then it went to, like basically just Marvel movies.
Yeah, as I say, now we're just in Marvel.
Yeah. What is it now? What's the vibe now?
I feel
It's
like
not Marvel.
horror is taken over, but it's not the thing.
Yeah, it's not the vibe.
That's the thing.
Like the defining vibe of this moment, you know?
I'm a big reader. Like, I'm on...
Romantasy.
Yes, romantasy.
Like Fourth Wing.
And, like, romance as well. Like, book talk is, like, the big thing now for readers. Like, you're on book talk. You're reading a lot of romance. You're reading A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Throne of Glass series by her as well. Crescent City by her. And then, like, right now, Rebecca Yarros with Fourth Wing. Like, the Empyrean series. Book 3, Onyx Storm, just came out. I think that's where, like, girls our age are going. I don't know about, like, what guys are looking at.
Guys are just kind of angry that all their favorite things are not very good right now.
Well,
After Marvel went and shit the bed, everyone's kind of, like,
They
upset.
killed
and
off
video games
RDJ. We're done for.
at least the girls are okay on book talk.
Yeah, the guys are kind of just coping and seething in the corner because Iron Man isn't getting movies anymore.
Aww. Maybe we'll have another episode about that.
Yeah.
Like, the thing I feel like keeping a lot of guys afloat right now is, like, Batman. we need our incel king back.
Okay.
I wouldn't go out saying that.
I mean, is he not the incel king in that movie, though? He is such a little creep. Like, genuinely, the fact that he watches Catwoman getting, like, changed in her apartment from, like a building away, he's a creep in that movie.
You told me Jacob wouldn't do the same thing. Or Edward. I feel like Edward
I mean,
might.
Edward snuck into Bella's bedroom and, like, watched her sleep for months.
Yeah, I feel like
low-key.
Edward would absolutely do some Batman stuff,
Like,
which is
Batman
why
in that movie has a lot of Edward energy, but, like, more well written.
I wonder if
It's
they
crazy.
watched him, Robert Pattinson, in Twilight, and they were like, he could be Batman.
Like, I'm
just from
honestly-
this role. Like,
It
just from this
surprises
role.
me that Pattinson is like so happy in the Batman role because there are actually like genuinely striking similarities between him and Edward in the movie.
And he hated Twilight.
yeah,
He hates
like
Edward with a
despises it.
burning
It's so
Really?
funny.
passion.
Which is why I think it's so funny that he loves playing Batman.
Yeah.
Like it's like have you seen the Batman? Watch
I know
it.
we talked about it. I gotta
The
watch it.
similarities between him and Edward are striking.
That's crazy.
Creepy stalker, antisocial, pushes everyone around him away. Like it's
Is a vampire.
shocking. Basically, yeah. Like he's pale as a ghost. The man looks like Elmer's glue the whole movie.
Oh my gosh.
Has excessive makeup with his guy liner.
Does he have wicked sideburns though?
No wicked sideburns, unfortunately.
Eclipse Edward would be really disappointed in that.
I know he would be.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything else I want to share. Do you guys have anything else?
I'm all good.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to another fun episode of Mo to Right, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.